What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This week I'm in a little bit different place. I'm down here at my property, Central Missouri. I don't get down here enough, but down here with the kids and having a family weekend. May do some camping tomorrow night. It's nothing crazy. You might hear some people in the background. I apologize, but it's nothing crazy. But it is a little warm. It is muggy here in Missouri today. I'd say every bit of 85 and just freaking humid. And so what we wanted to look at today, and what I'm super stoked on, because I have some other camping stuff coming up here that I am really excited about. So check in some future weeks. We're gonna get this out in a tent, maybe a rooftop. We'll see if I go back to a rooftop. If not, I'm gonna do a really nice ground tent, but really put this thing through its paces. But what we got, Zero Breeze Mark III. If you don't know what they are, you're about to. It is full AC unit that will fill up your tent, as in cool your tent, your rooftop, your truck bed, if you do truck bed. For me, I'm gonna use it even when it's super hot in the garage to keep me cool where I'm working. Obviously, humidity here in Missouri is insane. So I wanna just cut whatever I can. It's not gonna lower the temp in a garage from 110 degrees down to 70 degrees and you're gonna sit here in great temp. But what it will do is it'll cut that heat. You can position it how you want and do the whole 9 yards with it. These things are rad. You can stack batteries. So I only got one battery. I do have I believe it should be in here, the tent unit that has ports so you can put it through. If your tent doesn't already have a port for it, you can put it through a door or whatever and still seal it up. And we're gonna open it up, we're gonna look at it, we're gonna fire this thing up, see how it works, do some quick assembly on it, the whole 9 yards, and just check it out, get you guys comfortable with this. We're not gonna really get out in a tent tonight or anything like that, but we are gonna check it out so we understand what it is. So first off, we're gonna unbox this and get this. So it comes with one box here, which looks like it's all the parts. And then I think, yeah, here's the actual, my God. Oh, the unit. And I think the unit is about 20 some pounds by itself. It is 22 pounds per the box. And here it is. So I don't know the full dimensions. It's got a remote on it right here. And it is completely wrapped up and looks really well protected. Super nice. You've got inlet, outlet, whole 9 yards there. Here's the actual parts that comes with. So you've got all sorts of trim pieces and bezels that you can adapt to different units however you need it. And there's another trim piece. You got all the trim pieces you need, as well as the hoses and condensation tube, so you can make sure everything is really nicely run. Here's your directions, which I will definitely be needing. And then the feet for it, I believe, is what this is. And most important, or one of the important pieces, your full charging setup. So what I'm gonna do is let me get this thing unwrapped, get all the stuff off of it, and then we're gonna start looking at exactly how this thing goes together. And we're gonna learn this together because I'm gonna have to kind of figure it out. This is hands-on. First I've had one of these, but I have come across these at, where was I? Oklahoma, Overland of America. I was down there for a few years and they had these, and holy cow, they were awesome. You'd walk by them at the show and my God, it would, that show I think is, God, is that late in the year? I don't remember when that was, but it is always sweltering hot down there. And it was so nice when you'd walk by it and they'd have it blowing air on you and you always found a reason to stop at that booth, and I knew I had to get one. I've got a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old, and so I just knew I had to get one. And to keep ourselves cool. Full remote here. That should work everything that we need. We're gonna learn on how to do that. I'm just throwing everything in the box. Here's our charger. This looks like it's gonna plug in with the standard outlet here. I'm gonna plug that into the battery, actually. You can direct wire it, I believe, straight to the unit. And if we wanted, we could fire it up like that. But I've got a battery. A single battery is 2 to 7 hours of battery life. So it's gonna keep you through the night, you know, hopefully keep you cool. I also have a, I can't remember the brand of that, separate battery pack that you could also run this off of, or buy extra batteries and stack them. I think a second battery is in the mix for me coming up. I need one, I believe, for some late nights when it gets really hot and muggy here in Missouri. But that's kind of my plan there. So remote, all your different bezels that you need to keep everything going right. We'll get into that here in a second. Here's your tubing for how you're gonna route it for inlet, exhaust, etc. And then let's take a look at, and obviously, like I said, condensation tube. You've got your condensation port here on the back side right there. And so let me get into the battery and let's check this out too. Wow, battery's super easily packed. One unit, right like that, has handles on it, and all the wiring goes right on the bottom. Super, super slick and easy. I don't think I'm gonna keep all this packaging, and then I believe how this should put together, and bear with me since I keep saying I believe, but I am learning as we go. I know what they are, but I do not know exactly how everything clips together here. And I think it's gonna just slide. Look at that. So now it's all one piece. And this battery will plug in just like that. Keeps everything super tight in there and super compact. It is heavy, obviously, now with both of the units. The battery is very low, so I will have to plug it in, but you can power it directly while you, I believe, while you charge. So you should be able to run straight through. And let me get to kind of getting some power to this, and then I'll be right back with you. So if you hear the hum of something or some wind noise, you won't because it has a little thing. I have this thing turned on, and it's not routed the way it should right now, but it is flipping cold. It's saying air temps at 48 right now, and it's pulling a room temp, of 70, I don't know, flip it back, 74. Yeah, I have it set at 65 now. You can change your fan speeds. So that's full, this can be high speed fan. It has a light so you can see, you have a little bit of lighting there. You got everything you kind of need, all right? So it is running. I'm gonna keep it running because it is warm and toasty, but let's talk about setup. So I got this thing, the battery slid on, the battery is charging with the cable here, and I have it plugged into the wall, but it is ready to go. Then you've got all this ductwork that comes with it. So you can route the air however you need, inside, outside a tent. If you want to have the unit in the tent and all the exhaust comes out right here, obviously you don't want that coming out in your tent. So you're going to take this one, the bigger of them, smack it right back here. Oh, wait, grab the wrong one. See, look, you're gonna grab this one. It's not the bigger of them, they're about the same size. It's the rectangular shaped one. Toss it right back there. It's got a nice little orange button, and look, you've got that on there now and it comes with all this ducting where you can take that and screw it right on there. And look, you can have this now running outside the tent. Oop. I probably should make sure it gets screwed in. I was screwing it the wrong way, guys. Silly me. And you can run all that hot air now out of the tent and keep that so that you don't have to deal with all that air that you had that this is exhausting out. All right, now if you want to have an inlet that you want pulled from outside a unit, you've got this one and there's a front unit here. So these screens both come off super easy. There's just a little clip on it. Top screen comes off. With the battery on, it's a little harder to get this bottom screen off, but it does just pull off, and there is a mesh on the back of it, so you're not gonna suck anything into either of these. And you'll grab the long skinny one, plop it right there, it locks in place. You're gonna grab the front one, similar deal, flip it over, and it actually lines up really easy, and then that's in place. These, the top and the front, are both your inlets. So if you had your unit in your tent, you obviously don't have to have your inlet here. But let's say it was a tight setup and you had someone sleeping right here on the ground. Well, you might want to run a hose there so you're not sucking maybe a blanket or something up into this at night. You could run this over to the side and your outlet's right here. It does have a little flap in here, and I'll bring you over so you can see that, so you can direct the air. But if you really wanted to direct the air somewhere, you can take that, throw that top unit on there, and direct it just like this. And now for me, I'll have it facing me and cooling me off the whole time. You could do this, let's say you're at a campsite, you're out at a show or something, and you wanted this unit not in your tent, but you wanted to divert air into your tent or into your rooftop or into the bed of your truck or wherever it was. You could run this straight into it through a panel, and I talked about that. Here's those panels. You could throw one of these on the side of your, into your tent or into the side of your truck or however you want to do that, and have a panel where you could actually run that straight in and straight through it. Super easy on that side. I feel like a QVC commercial right now, guys. It's kind of ridiculous. But trying to give you an idea on what this all is while also making sure we got it right. So that's the rundown on how that works, how we can run it. You got your feet here for isolation to keep that going how you want. I am blown away with how cool this is. It is still 48-degree air temp. I have it set at 64. Obviously, I am in a very large shop right now. I can't cool this shop down. It's 30 by 30 right here, so it's not gonna cool down that well because this unit's not made for it. Your window unit would take a long time to do that. It does come with a remote. I do need to grab some batteries for it. Let me grab batteries and then we'll figure that out. All right, so I do have the remote here, same thing. You can change the fan, you can change temps. There's the mode. Change the hot, you can change anything you want on that. Change the lights on there. You can also set a timer. There you go, I got the fan running on high now. The room set at 75. So you do have a full remote. You don't have to roll across your tent or your campsite in order to do that, or you can just sit there while you're drinking a beer and not have to worry about it. This unit, I did get it fully screwed on now. It took me a second, but you obviously can do anything you want there with keeping that. And I'm telling you, this thing is flipping cold and it is pumping out some air. Really pumping out some air. I know I can't really show you how much air is pumping out because you can't see it, but it is very impressive on how much air is scooting out of this thing. All right, so you can see your inlet down here now. One of your inlets, this is your front inlet, and that's the screen for it. I do have condensation coming out now, so I do need to get my condensation tube on. As you see, I have a little puddle of water here because I didn't have my condensation tube in. But now it's on, and I'll run it into the box here. There's your exhaust fan. All right, so now that I got that running and the condensate going in there, I do still have full, that is our exit there for your exhaust. There's your bottom battery. As you see, it's plugged in here. The battery interlocks and then it's plugged in there. Here's one of your top screens or your top inlets. I do not have the hose on there for that inlet. You don't obviously need both of them rocking and rolling. And just for this example, I'm not gonna. All right, so while I've talked a lot, since it is hot out, I've talked a lot about what it does with cooling, but one thing I didn't mention to you guys so far, this thing will heat your house too, or your campsite too. It'll bring your ambient temp in your campsite up by 20 degrees. And I think diesel heater a lot when I go out, camping and all that. But something like this that I could buy one unit and use it for both, heating and cooling. God, it's so nice to have that. For both heating and cooling is awesome. So this is working really well right now. I cannot wait to get this out to the campsite, but giving you an idea on kind of what this is, how this works, and all the details there. Well, guys, I hope you have a much better feel on exactly how this new Zero Breeze Mark III works. I am super stoked to get this out, run all this duct work for my campsite and for the tent, and get it set up, get out with the kids on some hot summer nights, or out there when it is cold out to warm up and just take the edge off things in the tent. It's not gonna be a true heater, but running from a 30-degree tent to a 50-degree tent will feel like a flipping heater on that, and really do wonders on that. So until next time, guys, I hope you have a better feel for this. I cannot wait to see you next time, and we'll be out camping, and I hope you really enjoy it. I will see you again.